We are coming at you today with some Mafex scheduling. So this is going to be what is coming out this year that we know of so far. Maybe they're going to do surprise drops. I don't know. We're just now getting into Mafex, or I am at least. Jordan's sticking a little more Mezco. But we're going to talk 2024 calendar for Mafex. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I am your host, Dakota, here with my co-host, Jordan. Still working on that virtual background. None of y'all have sent me, well, actually that video just went live like 15 minutes ago. So in that 15-minute span, nobody's sent me.
It'd be impressive if they'd sent it to you already.
That's true.
You'd be an incredibly strong collector because you watched the video before it was even up.
So from that video that maybe now you've seen because this is coming out a little bit later and I'm scheduling. But anyway, send me a virtual background to use of your collection. That way I can have something a little cooler than this promotion stuff here. Although you love the Strong Collectors. We already know you're subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, all that stuff. You've got your Strong Collector t-shirt already on while you're watching this. There are 3 in existence now, Jordan. Savannah just reminded me that somebody else bought one a little bit ago. They said Strong Collector rules.
So there are 3.
There are 3.
Ooh, variant.
Yes.
I like it.
And, all right, before we get into this Mafex stuff, I'm going to put this on the episode, so we're going to have to do it. This will come out, I think, later this week, so we're good. On February 13th, new channel is starting, Strong Collector Comics. Make sure you go there and subscribe. A little bit more comic book movie talk that doesn't really go over as well on this channel because we're all talking action figures here. We're going to try to keep it action figures here, more like comics, like maybe diving into some characters, our favorite comic stories for different characters or just like all time. Probably a little bit more movie talk on that channel. Go subscribe to Strong Collector Comics because we are going to be branching out into a whole network here, folks. But you're here to talk about Mafex action figures. So let's get into some of the schedule. So this, I believe, is the official schedule. Somebody posted this in the Mafex group on Facebook. Don't really know how to say your name. Derg Jr., maybe something. But this, I think, is coming from HobbyLink Japan, which I've never used that website to order, but I think it is kind of like buying direct-ish. It's more direct from them versus, American sites. But we're going to get some reissues and obviously some new figures, but I think a lot of the reissues are what have a lot of people in a big stir right now in the groups. Because, we'll get into the release dates, but I've seen a lot of people making posts about wanting Carnage, and I think Gambit and Psylocke actually just went up today. So this is Monday, February 5th, on Big Bad Toy Store at least. So maybe I'll give you the quick rundown of kind of everything coming out month by month, and then maybe we can go back and chat about some of the things we're interested in picking up or add into our collection. So let's see. So for February, we've got 3. That's going to be the Shin Ultraman Mandalorian version 2, and then the Mafex Endoskeleton
from Terminator 2.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know what that is.
Terminator. That actually sounds cool to me. Not gonna lie.
Okay. All right.
We can get into that.
So, and like I said, that's also the reissue of Psylocke and Gambit. At least according to BBTS, that's supposed to be shipping this month. Then for March, we've got a few more. We're going to have Bo-Katan from the Mandalorian show. You're going to have Winter Soldier. You're going to have Captain America in the stealth suit. So this isn't the comic version. This is the movie version. Then you're going to have the Batman with the horse from Dark Knight Returns. So that'll be interesting to see how Mafex does with horses, because I don't know if they've done a horse before. I don't think
not
so.
That I remember seeing.
And then that's it for March. So getting into April, you're going to have Aquaman from the Zack Snyder Justice League. Then you're going to get Ahsoka. I know a lot of people like Ahsoka. This is from Mandalorian. Then a Boba Fett recovered armor. So I would assume that's from the Boba Fett show, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if that'd be when he first appeared. I don't even remember Mandalorian when he's like, his armor's still kind of all scuffed up and stuff.
Right.
Maybe. But
Yeah. And then you're going to get Joker, Dark Knight Returns, variant suit version. A lot of Dark Knight stuff coming out, or Dark Knight Returns. I'm not a big fan of those looks, but it seems like everybody's doing them because McFarlane's got all the different versions too. And he did the horse. So I'd like to see a comparison side by side of those. Getting into May, we've got Night Crusader Batman. And I think that's from the Nightfall story. And then going along with that, you're going to get your Bane in the same month. And then John Wick is also coming out. And that's from Chapter 4. So newer version. I've never actually seen any of those John Wick movies. I want to, but
we just got done doing a marathon with John Wick. So
all right. Is it worth it, Jordan?
Picking that one up. I think they're pretty good. I think they're, I think for like just a fun action movie, they're pretty well done. So I endorse you checking them out.
Okay. Now we're going to get into June. You're going to get your comic version of Captain America and Phoenix. So I actually haven't seen too many people going crazy over this Captain America, but I think it looks decent.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen kind of leaks of those for a while, or at least we did a while ago, so we're getting closer to that finally.
Mm-hmm. Next one, we're going into July. We've got Eradicator from The Return of Superman and also Captain America Classic Suit. So I would assume that's also from the movie. In August, we've only got one release, and that's Batman from the Zack Snyder Justice League. Into September, we've got two releases coming. That's Daredevil, the comic version of Daredevil, and then a Black Adam, which I think is a movie version of Black Adam. It doesn't specifically say, but I'm pretty sure. I'll put up a picture here and you can see for yourself. Then now we're getting into kind of the fall with October. We're going to have a Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian, and then a Hush version of the Riddler. So kind of filling out that Hush team. There's quite a few of those. And then we'll finish off the year November with Scarecrow, also a Hush version. Black Panther, I believe this is the one that's going to be coming with the throne. So that'll be kind of interesting.
Ooh.
And then the last stuff you're going to be getting, you've got a stealth version of Iron Man coming in December, and Superboy from The Return of Superman also in December. So Jordan, out of that list, you don't have a ton of... Do you have any Mafex? You have Mafex Spider-Man right now.
I have the Spider-Man.
Right.
And, well, I initially got the bootleg, and then I got the one I liked. That's the only one I have? Actually, it might be. Yeah. I like the Spider-Man quite a bit. I think it works well for that kind of character, for sure. Mm-hmm. I do like, from seeing yours, the Azrael Batman, and I think Steel, both the capes are super cool on those. So my litmus is usually like if it's one that needs to be, if I would consider it for a Mafex, if it has like a cool cape, that would be a plus for them. Yeah, because I think Legends still hasn't figured out what to do with cape characters so well. Mm-hmm. And then of course being very like dynamic, acrobatic, something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So that in mind,
I was gonna say the stuff that I have right now. I have more DC. I know you love your Mafex Spider-Man, but for me, Legends does the trick. But I don't really love McFarlane's versions of DC characters. That's kind of where I put more of my focus for Mafex. You got me Azrael Batman. That was my first. And maybe I have you to blame for showing me how awesome these figures are. Because then I ended up picking up, I think next was Steel. Also fantastic. Love him. Then I got Nightwing. I think I need to spend a little bit more time with him, but he does pose pretty well. I really like his baton effects. And then I just opened up my Black Hush Batman. Fantastic. Best Batman out there. I don't think I'll ever need to buy another Batman. Check that off the box. Sorry, Todd. Not getting any more of my money for him. And then just today...
That's like his biggest source of revenue, though, dude.
It really is. But then just earlier today, one of our listeners tagged me in Facebook, letting me know that Cyborg Superman was on sale for, I believe, 40% off on Big Bad Toy Store.
Mm-hmm.
So purchased him. Don't have him yet, but he's in my pile of loot. So eventually he will be in the collection. So with him being in the collection and having Steel also, that means I'm going to need to finish off my Superman. So I'm going to be trying to get Superboy and the Eradicator. And this is the Eradicator that I think most people want to see, not the McFarlane one that he put out where it was like more of the modern look.
Yeah.
I don't care about the modern look of most characters. Give me the like classic version.
Yeah. I think that's fair, dude. I agree with. Yeah. I think Mafex is where it's at for a lot of those DC characters. So I've been most thinking about. So I guess with this Bane, is this different than the one that's up right now, or is this saying this is when the one that's up would be? It's
going to come out. Yeah. This is like this is when you're going to be receiving these figures.
Right. Okay. I've been thinking about that Bane. Does look really cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good looking Bane, and it's exactly what I want him to look like. And like I could hang my lucky stars on Todd doing it, but by the time he does the scale and the version I want, it won't happen. I don't think.
Right.
But B, at that point, it'd be like I'd get it and then be like, the Mafex is better. He's not going to do better than the Mafex, right?
I mean, and the thing is, because we just did the leaks of what's going to be coming out for McFarlane, and he's got the 2-pack of Batman and Bane. So I guess you could probably see that before this one starts shipping. I don't know that it would. I mean, I don't know. People really love that McFarlane Bane for some reason, and I don't think it's a great figure. And I think a lot of people would agree that it's not a great figure, but for some reason they're still spending tons of money on it. But yeah, I would. But that's the thing, Jordan. If you've got Bane, you're not going to have Bane on the shelf by himself. Are you going to get a Batman to go with him?
Yeah, then I'd probably need a Mafex Batman because all other Batmans. I mean, from what I've seen of that one that you have, it looks quite nice. I think I told you I thought it was a statue at first because it looks so good. So I would say definitely most interested in the Bane. That'd be my number one, I gotta say. I do really like what I've been seeing from the Return of Superman figures, though. So I'm sure his Superboy and Eradicator will also be really good. Or not his, I guess Mafex's. I'm somewhat intrigued because I am a Terminator guy. And I always wanted a Terminator toy as a kid, like the endoskeleton, where it's, like just as a generic even guy to fight my heroes. So I feel like they could do well. I don't know if I need that at a Mafex level, though, but I would like to. I'd be curious about that one.
Sure. Because NECA also does Terminator stuff, right?
Yeah, they do have some Terminator things.
Is that not tickling your fancy right now?
I don't know. I've just never really gotten into that branch of NECA. I'm trying to remember what they have as far as just the endoskeleton goes. Yeah, I really don't need any of the Star Wars personally. John Wick would be interesting. I've seen his Mezcos, and I'd probably. I don't know if I'd pay that much for one, but I'd like to see what he looks like because I think John Wick would be kind of fun to like pose with. Mm-hmm. I think you could do a cool like John Wick teaming up with Daredevil fighting some ninjas or something like that.
That would be cool, yeah. How much would you spend on like if our viewers are finding me deals, Jordan? If we put out like what's your price on finding a John Wick? Because I think they could find you one for $60.
For 60? I think I would. I was just thinking the number 60. So if you just read my mind, Dakota, I would put a bounty on a John Wick for $60.
But, all right, listeners, he's not out yet, but if you see one when he comes around, let us know. Yeah,
I don't know. Beyond that, I do remember the leaks we kind of saw for the Captain. Not leaks. We've seen what the Captain America looks like. I don't really love the look of it. I think
they've put out the promo pics, and
he's got that weird face thing that just doesn't quite look right to me.
Yeah, I think the same for him. Yeah. Him and Daredevil both, to me, have these weird ball shoulders. I don't know. It probably would look better as they're like dynamically posed or something, but a lot of the poses that I've seen in the like promo pictures, it just doesn't look right. And I think Marvel Legends looks better. which is crazy because like you could spend probably the same amount on this Mafex Daredevil, maybe even less than what you can get that 3-pack Daredevil for from Marvel Legends.
True.
Because that one's going for what, like 80 or more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the price of the pack.
Yeah. So when you're like comparing it like that, I would probably buy, like if you need a Daredevil in your collection right now, I would say buy the Mafex one and pass on the Legends one, just because Legends are going to put out figures all the time. You're probably not going to get, like they probably will re-release this Daredevil at some point, but the chances of his value going up versus the 3-pack, I think the 3-pack one is about at its cap.
Right. Peak.
So, yep.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think
Daredevil is one that would be cool, I think, to have the posing capabilities of a Mafex person.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they will do another one. I could maybe see them doing like an MCU version once the new Daredevil movie comes out. And I could
Daredevil show?
Yeah. Oh, is it a show, not a movie? I still got to finish Echo.
Yeah. Still got to start Echo.
Oh.
Don't tell anybody.
That's for the comic show, though.
But yeah, I'd be somewhat intrigued, too, by a Mandalorian version of Luke Skywalker. Because, you know, Dakota,
really?
my love for Luke Skywalker, despite some of the things Star Wars has done to him, I tried to get into the Black Series, man, and they just don't really cut it for me. I've tried. I've bought several versions, and it never really is quite right. So
sure.
It would be fun. I think it'd be cool to have like a definitive Luke Skywalker, which is kind of that Mandalorian look and the black suit, green lightsaber, cloak, and all that.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that sounds pretty cool.
All right.
So
cool.
I'd say my top 3 are probably Bane, Luke Skywalker, and John Wick are my 3 that I'd be looking at.
All right. Yeah, and I think I am curious. I'm not going to get them, but I'm curious to see how kind of the bigger items look with these figures, like the horse. Like, how does Mafex do a horse versus like Mythic Legions versus McFarlane?
Yeah.
Because it would be interesting to see some of these other companies get into animals. Because Four Horsemen has done a bear now, moose, horses, obviously. But like, it would be cool to see if Marvel Legends could do, like we've said, a Carter Slade on a horse. Maybe people could customize this Mafex horse. Maybe that would be a better fit than the McFarlane horses or the Mythic Legions ones. So
yeah,
I'm going to stick with my Superman. Give me Superboy, give me Eradicator. I am tempted by Bane, but I think I will let you get Bane. I don't think I need Bane. Although if there's a crazy deal, no, I should if there's a crazy deal,
fighting your Azrael though, man.
That's true. Cool. Oh, dang, Jordan, you son of a gun. All right. He's on the like maybe. If you guys can find me a crazy deal on Bane, I'll consider him. I'm not paying full price for him. No chance. If there's a sale, maybe if I get some Amazon gift cards, maybe that's how I'll get him. I don't think I need any of the Hush ones, even though I've got like other Hush characters. I would like to see how Mafex does a Robin. I don't know if they've had any shown Robins like coming out soon. If they have, send us a link to how we can see that, because I would be interested to see Robin in Mafex form. I wouldn't want the like original like undies Robin.
He did a Dark Knight Returns one, right? Carrie Kelly, didn't he?
Oh, maybe.
But not like a classic Robin.
Right.
Or like even the other version of Robin. I don't think they've done.
I would like to get a Nightfall Robin, because that's my favorite version of Robin. I like that suit. Maybe I would take a Damian Wayne, but probably not.
Kind of small, not a lot of plastic.
Yeah, but also I would want the
your buck.
I would like the size scale to have like him be much smaller than Batman, but I don't know. I think it's probably only a matter of time before Mafex does a Robin, if they haven't done a Robin already. But I would like to get a Robin. So out of this list, folks, what are you all planning on picking up? Let us know if you find any hot deals on these. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay strong.
It's a little bit funny to me if they're still putting out a Mafex The Rock Black Adam, because you're never going to see him in a movie again as The Rock.
That's true.
It's just like a toy that's going nowhere. Same thing with the Zack Snyder Justice. I mean, I guess I get that a little bit, but
I mean, it's like
The Rock probably had it in his contract. Like, I need this many toys made of me. Like, all right, fine. We got to round this out. We've been putting this off for a couple years, guys.